going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a little update video on the truck. A couple things that are going on with it, a couple things that are in the works, and then some solutions that we have that are going to be happening here early this next year, which will mean that I'll be able to get this thing back on trails, back out camping. I'll be working with case study builds for diesel heater again. Got him some components, got him a new case, so I will be winter camping this year as soon as the rack and tent are on the truck, which will be very, very soon. Let's dive into some of the issues I'm having right now and the fixes that we're gonna have for those issues coming up shortly. All right, to start us off, we've got the steering rack here. This is a Solo Motorsports Tundra steering rack with the Clevisheim upgrade. This thing has been great. I'm not worried about bending a tie rod ever, but you can see where the bolts right there have taken chunks out of the steering rack because they were not clearanced. There also was no boot on the rack, so now you can see it's got a pretty good leak, and this is on both sides where it's self-clearanced and is now leaking pretty good. This side has quite a bit of play, so I'm not trying to blow it out on a trail and be stranded. Now, we've also got that crack right there. That is my spindle gusset, and it is like that on both sides. So my spindle is now not really super reinforced, and having 37s, I don't want to just completely destroy them, bend them on trails, and I don't want to blow out this leaking steering rack either. So with those two issues, obviously I'm not hitting any difficult trails anytime soon. Even just driving the truck, I don't really like driving it right now because I don't know when that steering rack is going to give out, since it has a decent amount of play on this passenger side. Easy fix is I'm putting the Marlin Crawler kit on this truck. So working with Marlin Crawler, beginning of next year, we have all the parts for the Marlin Crawler kit, but we know that the Power Brake Big Brake kit does not mate up to the Marlin kit super well. So what happens is the spindle and the knuckle for the Marlin Crawler kit are so big and beefy that the rotor would actually make contact with the knuckle and the spindle. So I'm working with Power Brake directly. We're getting a solution figured out. They've got a rotor in production right now that they think is gonna work. They're gonna modify it to fit the Tacoma. We're gonna do some new caliper brackets with the larger M14 bolts to mate up to the Marlin Crawler kit. Basically make it a Power Brake Marlin Crawler big brake kit specific for what we're trying to accomplish here. So when you guys get your Marlin Crawler kit and you want big brakes, you can run the Power Brake kit with what we're developing right now. Let's go to the back of the truck. So with the back of the truck, the issue that we're having right now is the bed rack I had before from Extrusion Overland doesn't fit with the fiberglass. It sits just a little bit higher up. So what happens is the mount for the bed rack wasn't reaching the channels here to actually bolt in and mount in to be on the rack. Now we made a custom mounting solution with Extrusion Overland. Anybody with fiberglass, this will be your solution as well. We're doing one solid piece of extrusion that runs from the back up to the front of the bed to evenly distribute the weight of the rack. New rack is going to be 15 inches high, so sit about here. It's going to have access gates on both sides. We'll have slide outs underneath and on the sides as well. And then we're putting the Go FSR High Country V2 Mini on the truck. So overall of the truck is going to be lighter, lower center of gravity, more power, better approach and departure angles with the 37s, the new Rock Runner armor. But as the truck sits right now, the rear is way oversprung with the leaf packs. So they're the All Pro Expedition 2.0s rated for, I believe, up to 1,000 pounds of constant load. Issue with that is we only have a deck and a spare tire back here because this bumper doesn't weigh much more than the factory bumper. So the rear is very stiff. It's oversprung right now by about 400 or 500 pounds, but the bed rack and the tent should help that a lot. And then obviously things like the action tracks I'm going to put back on there, shovel, axes, any sort of recovery gear. The diesel heater will be mounted with the Mounting Co. mount, obviously. The diesel heater will have that on there, so I'll be able to quickly take the diesel heater off the bed rack as well as slide it in and out based on where I need it. So a couple new additions to the truck is going to be the Marlin Crawler kit, obviously adapting the power brake kit to it. Doing that is going to fix my leaking steering rack problem as well as my cracked spindle gusset problem. The rack in the tent should fix my way oversprung stiff rear problem. And then after that, it's going to be some little things. Mitchell Blaze Off-Road and I are working on some Rock Runner light solutions for you guys, meaning we'll be able to run pod lights or light bars on your new C4 Rock Runner front bumper. So there's a quick little update on the truck and kind of why you guys haven't seen any vlogs camping, hitting trails, going off-road. To add to the list, we recently just had our first baby. Her name is Charlotte. She's now 3 months old. So hands have been a little tied, but at the end of the day, we're just waiting for products to be developed so that we can get the truck up and running and fixed. I don't feel like I should just swap stuff out to make it work for now when we have a solution in the pipeline that's going to make the truck 10 times better than it is right now. I know I'm going to get a lot of questions on why I'm switching my Dirt King Plus 3.5 long travel to the Marlin Crawler kit. I will go in depth on that on the install video of the Marlin Crawler kit. I do have my reasons, nothing against Dirt King. Absolutely love the products. They're great. They're very well built, but I'll discuss those talk points with you guys in the install video for Marlin Crawler. Hope that kind of gives you guys a good update on what's kind of been going on with the truck and why you haven't seen it out. But if you guys like this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, peace.